So, have you ever had a time when you wanted to do a recording or whatever and just realized, wait, I can't do it here because they no longer have it available? I wanted to do some Gen 6 Ubers because I have a really evil stall team that I had a lot of fun with, and I actually got quite high in the ELO back in the day. So I was like, you know what? Let's do that again, and let's be mean and torment our opponents with this really obnoxious stall team. Now, despite what it looks like, I don't think I have defog on this team, and I don't think I needed it. I might, but yeah, no, the team actually didn't really have much of a need for defog just because everyone had ways to recover off the damage. And most of the Pokemon didn't mind getting toxic. I mean, Chansey had Heal Bell, Yveltal could float above, all that fun jazz. So it really didn't mind hazards all that much, and because I'm a stall team, I really don't care if I'm slower because I'm already going to be slower. So I was like, you know what? Let's go ahead and break out the old stall team. And then I realized, of course, you can't play Gen 6 Ubers right now. So I was like, well, let's go to Pokemon Online. Unfortunately, Pokemon Online has no idea how to handle EVs apparently, because when I transferred it over, it was like, oh, that's invalid for Sun and for X and Y. It has to be Sun and Moon. No, it really doesn't. And tried messing with the EVs to make it work, and nothing was working because Pokemon Online has its own different rulings and all that fun jazz. So whatever, super obnoxious. So my original plan was kind of ruined in such a remarkably frustrating way, and of course my Gen 1 OU team, is on my Chromebook, so wow, I am having a terrible time when it comes to getting one of like my 40 plus teams, or actually more than that at this point, some of which got deleted of course, but where the blazes are all the ones I got from... Oh well, I got a lot of them, clearly. And so, yeah, it's dumb. It's kind of ridiculous, but whatever. And of course, I'm also getting messaged at like 2:30 in the morning, so that's just my luck. Enough of my winning, though. Let's just, since I'm having such a terrible time, we are just going to go ahead and randomize Monotype. I have never actually done a Monotype random, and it's Gen 8, not National Dex. Well, that'll limit our options a little bit, but you know what? Whatever. Might as well just kind of mess around with Gen 8, see what the new Pokemon can do, ideally, and all that jazz, so... So anyway, we got Cramorant. It's the one that eats the Pikachu, which I still am... I don't even. Gulp Missile, 199 or 191 isn't bad. I wish I had a little bit more power. But we're just going to go straight for the Brave Bird. We got the heavy duty boots so we can avoid entry hazards. I like that idea. The entry hazard anti-item, definitely useful on Pokemon like Volcarona. He's going to Shadow Sneak me. I'm going to go straight for the Brave Bird. Not do as much as I was hoping I would. Shadow Sneak is obvious. It's like the most obvious thing in the obvious world. So, what the... How many heavy-duty boots do I need? Oh, that's hilarious. But we're going to go to Mandibuzz, take that a little bit easier, and we're just going to go straight for the foul play. Ideally, that'll take out the Gourgeist at this point. I did not expect the Shadow Sneak to do that much, but it did, so, you know, things happen. And we're turning the timer on to kind of make sure the battle continues at a decent pitch and decent pace. And of course, as soon as I do the thing, I get beeped at. Apple turn. Apple turn. We're gonna just U-turn on the Grass Dragon. It's not the worst case scenario there, but we do have a slight problem, and that's what are we going to bring in on the Grass Dragon? I guess Rotom Fan's our best bet. It does have the Levitate ability. It does have all that fun jazz. He's just going to go straight for the Leech Seed. Understandable. And I think we're air slashing. See how much that does. Does a ton of damage. Okay. That I can get behind. Nice. We're going to air slash again, I think. I could predict the switch, but I just really want this apple turn stupid thing to die. So, yeah. And it is pretty vulnerable. Oh, he's going to switch into Goregeist, and I'm going to miss my air slash. Oh, of course I am. But, well, we still have Mandibuzz. We can get rid of the seed. And, oh. Well, we didn't have a... Oh, I guess we did have a ghost, but why would we switch a ghost in on a ghost like that? That is unfortunate. But that's okay. Another heavy-duty boots user. I just can't. But, you know, I kind of like going back into Rotom here. Yeah, that worked out alright for me. We're just going to go for the air slash again, I think. Hopefully take out Apple Turn instead of miss for the air slash. We do take it out, and that worked out alright. And my mouse is telling me that it's time to change the battery over. I used rechargeables, otherwise they'd be way too expensive, of course, adds up over time. But thankfully, I do have the rechargeables, so I can just switch once the battery's a little lower there. I kind of want to burn this thing, just to make it completely and utterly useless. But Air Slash would do a good chunklet. I'm going to just burn it, though. As he Swords Dances, that actually isn't the worst case scenario for me. I'm kind of glad I did that now. We're Nasty Plotting. Get our attack boost up. Yes, he's going to Swords Dance again, so he's basically at plus 2 now. He mitigated that. I could go for the Dynamax now, and honestly, that would boost my special attack to a point. I think I can take this thing out no problem. And I don't miss. So, there's that. And we get the speed investment, or boost, which I'm not going to complain about. Plus 1 speed on the plus 2 after Nasty Plot. We are actually looking kind of terrifying now with our Rotom. And we got leftovers, so we can take a hit. In comes the Leafeon. You're not taking a max Airstream from a... Oh, I guess you're going to go for the max guard. Not going to guard you. Oh, it does guard you completely. That's fine. We're going to go ahead and do it again. Take you out outright and get our speed up again. Unfortunately, we are now back to our little size, but we did take out the Leafeon. He did do a decent Dynamax there, honestly. He's going to forfeit, though. I guess at plus 2 a special attack, plus 2 speed, he kind of realized that it was over. So I can respect that, but I wasn't expecting Rotom Fan to kind of run over that team like that. I guess I should have. I mean, Dynamax is still a thing in Monotype randoms, so, you know, that happens. Oh, we got Psychic Rock. Oh, we're Psychic against a Psychic or Ground type. This is interesting. Because he's Psychic Ground, I guess I have Celebi. That could work alright. I think he's probably going to want to set up hazards. I think that's the most likely play. And we do have Hatterene, and it has the Magic Bounce. So we can go into Hatterene, bounce the rocks at him, and then he's probably going to want to spin those rocks away, either after predicting me to switch again, or immediately after, which either way I kind of come out okay. Not perfectly, of course, but I come out okay. And I thought my mouse went out for a moment. I'm sorry, still got that little bit of a tickle in the back of my throat that I've had for the last 6-8 months or whatever. I really should just go to the doctor over it, but I've been stubborn over it because it's expensive. But at this point, it does seem like it might just be the better play. But anyway, hopefully he makes a move sometime today. He does have either Psychic or Ground. Either one of them's not bad typing. Ground's a great offensive type. It's psychic's pretty decently effective overall, so either type is alright. I might have just gotten a free win, though, so... Well, that's kind of what happens sometimes. So, how's your day been? I've been sitting here waiting for a battle. And unfortunately, that's kind of how it goes sometimes, where you try to get your battles, you try to get all your fun stuff, and you don't get it. How the cookie crumbles and all that jazz. But, regardless, we've got about a minute more before he either forfeits or makes his move. I think I'm going to pause until he makes a move or forfeits. I'll see you in a bit. Well, he's got about 5 seconds left before everything is over, so I figured this would be a good time. And I won because he didn't do anything. Was his team really that bad that he decided that he didn't have any option for winning? I don't know. I mean, it was low ladder, so there's that. That's a downside to starting a new meta like this. And I probably should just stick to one and ladder that one, but hey, you know, we might actually be doing a lot of that in the near future because we're all kind of stuck indoors at the moment here in the States. And unfortunately other places as well. So maybe I can help entertain you on these days that you're taking care of yourself. I definitely can say that this has kind of forced us to look at what's really important and whatnot, and hey, that's not entirely a bad thing. Anyway, oh, we are Mono Dragon against Mono Electric. Okay, this is actually going to be kind of cool. Pinchurin. I think I want to taunt it, because I think this thing wants to set up. I don't think it's an offensive threat, so we're going to taunt it, predicting the setup moves. And I was right going for that. And we're going to Dragon Dance now. He's going to discharge. Don't paralyze. Thank you. Whew. We're going to Earthquake now. And he just sashed. That's unfortunate. Do not paralyze. Do not paralyze. Do not. Thank you. He's going to Sucker Punch. Get me down pretty low. But Haxorus did do... Oh, and I had Lumberry, so it wouldn't even mattered. I was really hoping he didn't paralyze me, because now I can use the Lumberry for Outrage. It's the dragon. We're just going to go straight for that Outrage, I think. Or do we Dynamax and go for the Max Wormwind? Oh, that is mean. I think we just Outrage. It survived because of Dynamax, which is pretty impressive. He's going to take me out with the Knuckle, but he only has 170 speed, which isn't too bad to beat. I have Dragbolt, and I have Noivern, which both of those are faster. Kyurem is tied. I think we go into Dragbolt, and we're just going to Shadow Ball it. That will take it out at this range. There's no way I can take the Shadow Ball. If he switches, he loses his Dynamax, so... I think that was handled pretty well. I could have Dynamaxed myself and taken it out, but I kind of want to save that for the Kyurem, as Choice Specs would be devastating. So we're going to take it out with the Shadow Ball. And we are Choice Specs as well with Dragbolt. Okay. That is actually a little bit annoying that we are double Specs, but that's okay. I could do that and then go for Max Phantasm. Max Flutterby, Max Lightning. Obviously I don't want to Max Lightning. I think I'm just going to go ahead and spam the Shadow Ball at the moment. See how much... Oh, it is the set I was afraid it was. But I really don't have a great switch into the Calm Mind Raikou. And he was going to get that off anyway, regardless of what I did. I might be best going for that after all. Just because... I really don't want to, but at the same time, I don't feel like I have much choice. I need to get this thing out, like, now. He did get the defense drop, and because we are maxed, we're in better shape. Oh, he's Life Orb. I kind of panicked there. Thought it was like the Calm Mind. Kind of like this old Crocun set, where it would be running like Chesto Resto or something. But turns out he's not, which, not gonna lie, makes it a little easier to deal with. Wax Wormwind. Really didn't do as much as I was hoping it would, but hey, we did do some damage, so not all bad. Now we're locked back into the Shadow Ball, which honestly, because of the choice specs, I think that actually did, well, took him out, so there's that. So our dragons are doing okay at the moment. In comes Dedenne, and that's a fairy type. That is actually a big deal. We're going to get the special defense drop, which is also good. Dedenne is going to go down, though, after the second. And, yeah, we're looking okay at the moment. Togedemaru? Yeah, we're just going to spam Shadow Ball. Oh, we get the crit! I actually feel sorry about that one. But he's going to take me out with the Zing Zap. And he has base 214 speed, which means the only thing I have that outspeeds that is, of course, the Noivern. And we actually have Flamethrower on this Noivern, so we can just go into it and Flamethrower for the win there. GG. So, going random monotypes are interesting, definitely, but yeah, there are some types of Pokemon that do a little better in monotype than others. I think Dragon is one of the best, just because it does have such good Pokemon in the archive, on the roster. Yeah. So, anyway, I think I'm going to call it there for tonight. It is like 2:30 in the morning, and I do want to get at least this video up tomorrow in the early afternoon, and hopefully we'll just start streaming Pokemon on like Twitch or something. I would do Mega Man, but unfortunately there are copyright things involving that, with the automated systems currently being the dominant force on YouTube. I mean, they always were, but even more so. I don't think I can really justify doing that, so we're not going to do that. Anyway, I'm going to leave a question for you tonight, and that is, what kind of music would sound good as background, do you think? Leave your comments and suggestions below, and I will possibly pick one of them, as long as it's not something that'll get me copyright claimed, of course. So, yeah. Anyway, let me know, and yeah, all that fun stuff. Anyway, next time. Bye.